Good morning, everybody, to the early edition of Episode 4, Looney Tune Tuesday, 1992 Upper Deck Comicball Series 3, Box Opening, Part 1 of 2. We're going to open up the first half of this box, and next week we'll open up the second half of the box. So hopefully you all are having a good start of your week. This Tuesday for me, or Tuesday for you, Monday for me. This is the start of my week. The BiPster of all things wax packed. Hello and good morning to the live. BiPster's first in the live stream. Let's see who makes it in the first minute for this unscheduled first in the live stream. BiPster with his second one. What's up, Donald? I have me and my wife. My wife's got a bonus day off today. And my pastor and his wife are going out for lunch. They wanted to take us out for lunch, and we're going to go to a town not too far from us and just have lunch and go into the old shops and check around and see if we can find something neat in the antique shops. Who knows? Maybe I'll try and find some baseball cards. But we'll see. I love a new week. Awesomeness personified. Still is 9:30 on the chat. So far, BiPster's got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. BiPster has maxed out on his 5 entries for today, and it looks like it might just be me and you there, BiPster. But we will see who pops in here between now and 9:40. And since we are earlier, I will give, let's see, BiPster. Let me write down BiPster. BiPster with his 5 entries. All right, we'll see if anybody else shows up to the early live stream. We'll see if anybody else pops in. It shows 4 people watching, 2 thumbs up, only 1 person chatting in the live stream, though. So we'll see who we get and what's going on. Just call me Maximus. That's right, you maxed out on your free entries for the month. Matter of fact, while we are waiting, let me get BiPster into the wheel of names here and update our total here. Let's see, let me go down to the bottom of our names here. Let's see, 1, 2, 3, 4. There's 5 for BiPster. Copy and paste him into the wheel of names. All right. BiPster is now in there. Let me go ahead and save this. We are at 430 entries. Let's see if we can make it to 500 by the time Friday rolls around. Okay? Just so everybody does know, I can stay live no longer than 11:30. Before that is preferable, but we'll just see how the stream goes between now and then for sure. But 11:30 is the absolute latest. They wanted us to try and meet at their house by 11 o'clock. I said, well, let me see what time I can get done with my live stream. So I figured, okay, for me to try and do this, I'm going to have to start a half hour early to at least try and get at least one part of the content in. If we do have time permitting after we do the first half of this box, we will try and do the BiPster box also. But that is, again, just today there, BiPster, if it's okay with you. I'd rather try and see if I can get done as close to 11 as possible. But 11:30 is the absolute latest, because I told them we'll be there as soon as we can, but we should be at your place, this for my pastor and his wife, by 11, or by noon, which I'd like it to be sooner, because they originally wanted to leave at 11. So, I mean, if it's okay with BiPster, maybe we'll just bypass the BiPster box. Maybe we'll do some bonus packs tomorrow to make up for today. And that way we could just do it that way. But we got 4 people watching, 2 thumbs up so far. See if we can get some thummies up, thummies up, thummies up in the stream. But we will go right at 9:40 to start getting into the Comicball 3 cards. Of course, in this one here, as you can see on our board here, we can find Jim Abbott cards, Ken Griffey Sr., and Ken Griffey Jr. cards in here. That's the ones I'm looking for, of course. My favorite PC player, Ken Griffey Jr. I think it would have been much more awesome if they would have got Cal Ripken Jr., maybe instead of Jim Abbott. That's just me personally. But we will see what Jim Abbott cards we can find, Ken Griffey Sr. cards, and Ken Griffey Jr. So Looney Tune Tuesday is our theme for probably through the month of May, is my guess, by the time we finish up the Looney Tune Tuesday series. And then we will be getting into our next Tuesday series of People and Places. People and Places. Hopefully you're looking forward to that series as much as I am also. So we've got 9:35, 5 more minutes to get into the live stream of ripping open this box here. Okay, 5 BiPster pack bash tomorrow will be fine. Okay, we'll do 5 tomorrow. Thanks there, BiPster. I was hoping you'd be understanding in that. So we'll see if we can get this done by 11 o'clock, the first half of the box. And then we'll go with that, and then I'll just end my stream early today, and we'll do some bonus streaming tomorrow. I still haven't decided for sure what I'm going to do for my Wednesday stream yet. I'm kind of holding off on going through a bigger set of cards. I'm waiting for a couple items to come in the mail from the post office. So it is now 3 people watching, 2 thumbs up. We've got 4 more minutes to go. Anything else you all would like to chat about? I will chat and talk about it each and every day this week. We will be having my end of month sale, which will be Saturday, the 1st of May. Okay, the live stream will start at 9:30 a.m. on Saturday morning, and we'll go until there's not enough people in the stream to purchase any cards. But hopefully we can have a good turnout. It would be ideal if you can share my sale out with as many people as you can, and have them pop into the sale on Saturday. The more people in the sale, the more likely I'll have a chance to sell some cards. But we'll see what happens. It's gonna be like a special sale anyway. It's gonna probably be labeled Dollar Day sales, if that makes any sense. Dollar Day sales. But we'll just see how it goes. Okay, we got 9:37. 3 more minutes to go. And then we will get into opening the first half of this box here. And next Tuesday, we'll open up the second half. And then after that, we will start going through and previewing the 3 binders from the first Looney Tune series. So we got Comicball 1 cards. They're already in binders. Comicball 2 cards are already in the binder. I'm waiting for 1 card to come in, and then that one will be complete, which I know it'll be here by then. The no-hitter that Arizona pitched doesn't count in the record books because it was a 7-inning game. Oh, really? Because, what were they having, a doubleheader? And so they only played a 7-inning game? Well, at least I guess he'll have the no-hitter with an asterisk by it, huh? Because it was a 7-inning game. Is that the way that works? We do have 9:39. 1 more minute. Then we'll start gripping and ripping this box here. Must have been those famous COVID doubleheaders where each game only goes 7 innings. And then the COVID rules kick in, huh? That's pretty sad. That's pretty sad. But we will get ready here in just a second here. It's a double dip game. Yeah, 2 7-inning games. So you play 2 games with 14 innings for the afternoon. Unless it's a tie. Then they go into extra innings with a runner on second. Isn't that the rules there, BiPster? When you go into extra innings under COVID rules, you start with a player on second base. So we do have 9:40. Let me get my trusty little knife out here so we can start gripping and ripping into this box here. Oh, let me show you the sides of the boxes here. So there we got Jim Abbott, Ken Griffey Sr., Ken Griffey Jr. We've got our information on this side here. Same players there. The 3 cards box, you can see it's hermetically sealed by Upper Deck with their emblems on there. So without further ado, let's go ahead and get ready to grip and rip this box. And we'll start going through these packs in BiPster fashion. BiPster fashion. Alright, so we're going to do that. We're going to set this up just like in the LCS, as they would have them displayed. Let me get the stand up here. Okay, what do we got here? Oh, I see. We got a little lip there. I got to get it in front of that lip, huh? There we go. Pop that open there. It's pretty neat. The Comicball thing's upside down. But that's okay. So we're going to have this here. And you'll see as I grip and rip through this stack here. Here, I'll scooch it back just a little bit so you can see the BiPster box emblem there. This is what the packs look like on the outside. Featuring Ken Griffey Jr. and Sr. and Jim Abbott and crazy Looney Tune characters for Upper Deck 3. Look for collector's holograms. Tamper-resistant pack. 12 unlimited edition cards in each pack. The whole set contains 198 cards in the Comicball 3 series. Okay, it says, collect the continuing Comicball series, the only novelty cards that form comic strips when placed in specially designed Comicball albums. Ask for Comicball cards and albums at your local sports store. It says here, nobody does comics like Upper Deck. It says Upper Deck Comicball and the card hologram combination are trademarks of Upper Deck. The Upper Deck 1992, the Upper Deck Company. Looney Tunes characters, names, and all related indica are trademarks of Warner Brothers 1992. The Major League Club insignia depicted on this product are trademarks which are exclusive property of the respective Major League clubs and may not be reproduced without written consent. So here we go, pack number 1 in our Looney. First game, 9 innings. Second game, 7 innings. I'll have to double check on that, but I'm pretty sure the last time when I saw the Mariners playing in Boston, or not Boston, it was a game earlier this year. The first game was also 7 innings. I'm almost positive, but I'll have to double check on that. So let's see what we've got here. Looks like they're all flip-floppy either way sometimes. So we got the winning scheme with Yosemite Sam. Then we've got the winning scheme again. Base in the hole. We got Big Game Breakdown with Marvin the Martian and Bugs Bunny. Oh, here we go, our first one. Batting Odor. Ken Griffey Jr. That's my man. That's my man. So our first Ken Griffey Jr. sighting there. Then we've got Eye on the Ball. Eye on the Ball. Then we've got Mechanical Mayhem. Then we've got Pacific Northwest Heights, Upper Deck Nosebleed Section. Oh, there we go, our second Ken Griffey Jr. sighting on the back of this card. How many games has Ken Griffey Jr. played above Class A level in the major leagues? But there we go, our second Ken Griffey Jr. sighting with 7-inning stretch. Wile E. Coyote's trying to trip up Ken Griffey Jr. There we go, there's our first Paul Abbott sighting. Heads Up Grounders, Mechanical Mayhem. Another Paul Abbott sighting to teach his own. And then the Winning Scheme. All right. Is my chat showing up in your stream? Because my chat is not on my live stream here. But that's okay. At least I have my other computer that is working here. No, that won't work either, will it? That's okay. No worries. How's the stream done? Is it done pretty good? Hopefully everything is fine there. On to pack number 2. Alright. I can't remember if I've seen the holograms in this Series 3 yet. The Winning Scheme. The Winning Scheme? Roadrunner with the Winning Scheme. Beep, 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 beep. Then we've got Base in the Hole. Must have taken a wrong turn at Albuquerque. Oh, that's a cool shot there. We got 7th inning stretch there with Paul Abbott. And I don't know if that's Paul Abbott's kids or not. It might be 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Does he have 7 kids for the 7th inning stretch? That would be interesting. What award did the AAU, Amateur Athletes Union, bestow on Jim Abbott in 1988? Boom! Hold on just a second. Stop the show. We got a super chat by Miss Southern Belle's in the house. Miss Southern Belle's in the house. Miss Southern Belle's in the house. Thank you there, Miss Southern Belle. Let me get you your entries. Hello, looks cool. Let me get your entries into my randomizer. You'll be right after BiPster here. Let me get Miss Southern Belle in here with 5 entries into the monthly giveaway. There's 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. All right, we got Miss Southern Belle's entries into the Wheel of Names for the month of April. That gives you 5 more lottery tickets there. 5 more entries into the Wheel of Names. We now have 435 entries into the April giveaway. Of course, the end of month contest will take place Friday at the end of the live stream. But thank you there, Miss Southern Belle, for popping into the stream here. Appreciate you being here, young lady. And we will continue in our quest here to find the stars in this Looney Tune. Oh, there's a Ken Griffey Sr. sighting here on this card. The Winning Scheme. Beep, beep. Beep, beep. Then we got To Each His Own. To Each His Own. Then we've got Mechanical Mayhem. And of course, my quest on this is to complete the set. Last box, when we did the Series 2, I found all the cards but one in the box we opened. So that'd be cool to get the whole box That means it's a pretty good collation if you do that. But we'll see how close we get, and then I'll just go on eBay and find the missing cards, like I did for Series 2. I only had to find one card, and in doing so, I actually bought some Ken Griffey Jr. cards from the same company. It was Burbank Sports Cards in California. So batting odor for Jim Abbott, Ken Griffey Jr., and Ken Griffey Sr. All right. So put the baseball player cards there and the regular cards there. Then we've got Pacific Northwest Heights with Bugs Bunny and Yosemite Sam. There's a Paul Abbott with Mechanical Mayhem. Then we've got a Ken Griffey Jr. 7th inning stretch. 7th inning stretch. And another Mechanical Mayhem. BiPster of all things waxed pack is saying hello to Miss Southern Belle. Oh, let me do a refresh really quick here. Oh my word. There we go. So I know where I left off on the chat here. As I poke up on my other computer here, let's get going here. First up, we've got Every Duck Has Its Day. All right, every duck has its day. Let me scooch these over just a hair. And we've got the winning scheme, formula for success. Then we've got a checklist card for cards number 100 through 198. I believe they have 2 checklists. One for each half of the comic strips. It tells you the name of the comic strip, and then the series of cards for each of the comic strips. Base in the hole, Ken Griffey Sr. Okay. Then we've got Mechanical Mayhem. Bop, bop, bop. Every Duck Has Its Day. Got another To Each His Own comic strip header for Abbott, Ken Griffey Sr., Ken Griffey Jr. Got a Bugs Bunny here, Pacific Northwest Heights. Batting odor. I like that. Batting odor. To Each His Own. And Elmer Fudd with the winning scheme. Formula for success. Okay. I had a 10-inch lizard in my washing machine this morning. Reached in to put clothes in the dryer, and it ran up my arm, about had a heart attack. Oh my word. How did you get a lizard inside your washing machine there, BiPster? Is that inside the house or outside the house? If it's an outside the house washing machine, I can understand. That would have been an interesting scenario, that's for sure. I would have liked to have been a mouse watching when that happened. Eye on the ball, Bugs Bunny. Oh, and that's Marvin Martian. This is despicable. I like that. All right, then we have batting practice with Daffy Duck. Ken Griffey Jr. sighting on the back of the card here. Batting odor. Batting odor. Pardon, Monsignor, but what is happening? The skunk. Haven't seen him in a while. Batting practice with Paul Abbott. Wow. That ball's out of here. And then we got To Teach His Own, Jim Abbott. And Every Duck Has His Day. Every Duck Has His Day. Mechanical Mayhem. Next we have here is, these will look much better once I put them in a binder and then go through the comic strips in order. Base in the Hole. And we've got Bugs Bunny again. Big Game Breakdown. Then we've got a Eye on the Ball. Eye on the Ball. And every duck has his day. Right? Chased it with a broom and it ran out the door. It was inside my house. Oh my word. You get lots of lizards around your neck of the woods there, BiPster? Well, you probably do, living out in the woods there. Eye on the Ball. Batting practice again. I think that's a Ken Griffey Jr. sighting. It looks like his jersey there. Batting odor. Mechanical mayhem. Ken Griffey Jr. sighting, batting practice with Daffy Duck. Must be hiding out in the locker room there. To teach his own. To teach his own. He's got a baseball with wings on it. Probably can have its mind of its own, right? Every duck has his day. To teach his own. Base in the hole. Marvin the Martian and Daffy Duck and Big Game Breakdown. No holograms yet. That is kind of weird. Yeah, it says look for collector holograms. I thought it had holograms in this set. Eye on the Ball. And every duck has his day. Just do a little bit of maintenance here. We'll go through and highlight the player cards we get at the end here. Bugs and lizards get a kick out. Laugh out loud. My sister is scared of bugs and lizards, and I get a kick out of her. Oh my word. No, when I was a kid, I used to go around, and me and my buddy in school, we would go and hunt snakes. We collected snakes. My friend had a terrarium in his house, and one time we got a snake. It was a pretty good black racer. They're fine and stuff. I remember getting bit a bunch of times from them, but it was a female, and believe it or not, we had eggs, and then before you know it, we had baby snakes. It was pretty fun. It was pretty fun. 7th inning stretch with Ken Griffey Jr. and that Foghorn Leghorn. Is that Foghorn Leghorn? There we go. We got Paul Abbott back-to-back player sightings here. Eye on the Ball. Eye on the Ball. Then we've got Big Game Breakdown. And next here we've got Base in the Hole. Sam's going to beat Bugs home. Ken Griffey Sr. Next up to that, To Teach His Own with Paul Abbott. Then we got Big Game Breakdown with Bugs Bunny. Another Ken Griffey Jr. sighting on the back. He's taking a nap in the dugout. Taking a nap at the dugout. And there we go. Ken Griffey Jr. with Bugs Bunny. What's up, Doc? What's up, Doc? Feeding Ken Griffey Jr. carrot. Batting practice. Batting practice with Daffy Duck. Then we got Mechanical Mayhem. Mechanical Mayhem. Another Ken Griffey Jr. sighting with Yosemite Sam. He's wrestling up Ken Griffey Jr. there. It's a pretty cool looking card. That noose is going around Ken Griffey's head. Nowadays they'd call that something else. Batting practice. And Eye on the Ball. Eye on the Ball with Paul Abbott. They look like comic book cards. They are there, Miss Southern Belle. They are comic book cards. As I continue in the series, starting soon, we will. You'll see how they go together in a binder, and then I'll show you what they kind of look like. I'll be going through and reading through the comic strips as we continue on in the Looney Tune Tuesday series. Another Ken Griffey Jr. sighting here. Oh my word, 7th inning stretch with Pepe Le Pew. And trying to remember the Bear's name. But you can see Ken Griffey Jr. here going, Pew. All right, Ken Griffey Jr. sighting maybe? No, batting Odor. Then we've got a To Teach His Own. There we go. We got a Paul Abbott here in this one. Mechanical Mayhem. Another Paul Abbott sighting with his kids on the back there. Mechanical Mayhem. Pacific Northwest Heights. Then we've got Big Game Breakdown. Big Game Breakdown. To Teach His Own. Ken Griffey Jr. sighting on the back here with Marvin the Martian. Base in the Hole. Had that one before already. The Winning Scheme. The Padres. The Padres, as Porky Pig would say it. Ken Griffey Jr. sighting on the back here and on the front, 7th inning stretch again. And Eye on the Ball. Right? Next pack in the stack. Right? All right. Eye on the Ball. Look at an artificial carrot. Oh, is it coming out of the artificial AstroTurf? All right, let's see here. Base in the Hole. With Ken Griffey Sr. There's The Winning Scheme. Paul Abbott, Ken Griffey Jr., and Ken Griffey Sr. in that one. Base in the Hole with Ken Griffey Sr., Ken Griffey Jr. sighting. All right. Oh boy, that's too tough a question. I was going to think about doing that one. But another Ken Griffey Jr. sighting, 7th inning stretch. Then we got a Paul Abbott sighting. Paul Abbott, Big Game Breakdown. Okay, let's try our first trivia question here. First trivia question. We have, 4 people watching, 3 thumbs up. The question for a bonus entry into the Wheel of Names. Where was Jim Abbott picked in the 1988 free agent baseball draft? Where was Jim Abbott picked in the June 1988 free agent baseball draft? Give you a second here as I get a sip of water. See if you want to venture. They're talking about 142. BiPster says yes. The one for the first round. Do you know what his overall pick was in the first round? Do you know what his first round overall pick was? BiPster got part of it right. If you can get the second one, you'll get two entries there, BiPster. Or whoever answers the second part. We'll consider this a two-parter. BiPster got the first part right, first round. What number overall in the first round was his draft? Nope, not number 2 in the first round. Anyone else have a guess before we hit 10:06 on the chat? We'll let it go to 10:06. Give you a chance to research it and try and find it on Google if you're quick enough. As soon as my computer says 10:06, we'll see if BiPster gets 1 or 2 entries. Eighth. He must have Googled that one. You're going to get 2 more entries there, BiPster. 2 more entries for BiPster from the trivia question, since it was a 2-parter. I think I just got to stick with my 1 minute to do an answer. That way, it's a lot harder to Google it. Let me save that. We got 437 entries now. 437 entries. It was the first round, 8th overall pick for Jim Abbott. All right, we got a father-son sighting here for this card. Ken Griffey Jr., Ken Griffey Sr., Pacific Northwest Heights. Got a Paul Abbott, Mechanical Mayhem. Okay. Then we've got a To Teach His Own, Jim Abbott, Ken Griffey Sr., Ken Griffey Jr. Another Paul Abbott sighting, To Teach His Own. And Batting Odor. Oh my word. They all smell Pepe Le Pew, that's for sure. And Base in the Hole. Here I am, Clyde. All right. I cannot tell a lie. BiPster. Honesty is the best virtue, that's right. But that's okay. Alright, so let's continue on here. We got a Ken Griffey Sr., Base in the Hole. Then we've got a Batting Odor with Pepe Le Pew. Then we've got a To Each His Own. A Paul Abbott sighting here. To Teach His Own. To Teach His Own. That's what the last one said too. I said To Each His Own. I left off the T. Mechanical Mayhem. Pacific Northwest Heights. Then we've got a Paul Abbott sighting. Eye on the Ball. Batting Odor. That one's too easy. I'll read you this question, but we know it's... this one don't count. This one's too obvious. What is Ken Griffey Jr.'s nickname? What is Ken Griffey Jr.'s nickname? Of course, most everybody knows if they're a baseball, it's the kid, a reference to him being the youngest player in the major leagues during most of his first 2 years in the bigs. Base in the Hole. Ethan's Elvis covers him over. Can't stay, just saying hi. About to move home for the summer. Oh, that's cool there, Ethan. You take care, and glad your college year went pretty good there. Appreciate you popping in, even if you can't stay. It always helps to stay in somebody's stream for at least 5 minutes, even if you let me play in the background. That kind of helps a little bit. for analytics, but that's okay. I understand you're just popping in to say a quick hello. All right, winning scheme, behold, it's a Ken Griffey Jr. sighting. Another Ken Griffey Jr. sighting on the back of this card. How many World Series has Ken Griffey Sr. played in during his Major League career? How many World Series has Ken Griffey Sr. played in his Major League career? Any answers on this before my computer clock says 10:10? Oops, it says 10:10. Ortiz, Hall of Famer in a few years. David Ortiz. Any guesses? I'll give it, since it clicked right over to 10:10 right after I said it, to 10:11. How many World Series has Ken Griffey Sr. played in during his Major League career? First in the live chat with the correct answer gets a bonus entry. 21. Whoa, that would be a lot. It's a good guess there, Southern Belle. Miss Southern Belle. 21 would be a lot of World Series for a player. I don't know if there's anybody in Major League Baseball that has been involved in 21 World Series. That would be an interesting feat for the books. All right, 10-11, nobody guessed. 2, 1975 and 1976. Pretty sure both of those was when he was with the Cincinnati Reds. Base in the hole. Base in the hole. And eye on the ball. Eye on the ball. Okay. So let's roll right into the next pack here. That is weird. We're almost like we're probably past the quarter of the way through the first half of the box here. Ken Griffey Jr. sighting here with his dad on the other side. I know that Junior there and Senior on the front. Base in the hole. Base in the hole. Mechanical Mayhem. Mechanical Mayhem. Okay. So let me take care of something really quick here. Get that entry in there. I saw it out of the corner of my eye, and it was on the timestamp that I did say. So there you go, Miss Southern Belle. I'm going to give you that entry for the month of April. Save that. So we now have 438 entries for the month of April. Okay. There's a Jim Abbott sighting, to teach his own. Then we got a Bugs Bunny, Pacific Northwest Heights. Then we've got Batting Odor. We've got Mechanical Mayhem. And we've got a Porky Pig sighting with the Atlanta Braves. The Winning Scheme. Then we've got Batting Odor. Paul Abbott sighting. Looks like back-to-back Paul Abbott sightings. Big Game Breakdown. And Big Game Breakdown again. Ken Griffey Jr. sighting on the back here with Dad on the front. Seems like a similar collation to the last pack almost. And Eye on the Ball with Marvin the Martian, Daffy Duck, and Bugs Bunny. Oh, no problem there, Southern Belle. No problem at all. Okay. Let's get into the next pack here. let's go into, we've got Base in the Hole with Yosemite Sam, Bugs Bunny, and Bugs Bunny Jr. Is this what you're looking for, Uncle Bugs? The base? Mechanical Mayhem. Then we've got To Teach His Own. We've got Pacific Northwest Heights again. That's an easy one. Batting Odor. Jim Abbott, Griffey Sr., Griffey Jr. I'll throw this out there. This doesn't count for an entry, but I'll just throw it out there. 7. 7 what, BiPster? What number does Ken Griffey Jr. wear? Everybody knows what that. And I think his dad was number 7, right? Ken Griffey Sr. Mechanical Mayhem with Filipina. Then we've got Eye on the Ball, Bugs Bunny and Marvin the Martian. In the background, teeny tiny there. We've got Batting Odor with Pepe Le Pew. Eye on the Ball with the Paul Abbott sighting on that one. Big Game Breakdown. Base in the Hole. Boy, we're getting similar collations here in these packs. Eye on the Ball. Batatron 2000. Some of these are pretty funny. Okay, let's go into the next pack. I'm super surprised that we haven't seen any holograms in these packs. That is so weird. Huh. Guess it does say, look for collector holograms. Ken Griffey Jr. sighting on the back of this one. Base in the Hole. Then Ken Griffey Jr. Okay, let's do this Ken Griffey Jr. trivia, okay? BiPster. See everyone around. Gotta head to post office. Packages shipping. Okay there, BiPster. Thanks for popping into the stream here today. Appreciate you being here. I'll probably be able to finish up much earlier than I thought. I guess I could have started at 10 o'clock after all. But that's okay. BiPster's gonna head on out and stuff. It's okay if it's a short stream for me. What was Ken Griffey Jr.'s first professional hit? We'll go out with this extra trivia question in case somebody's hanging out here. What was Ken Griffey Jr.'s first professional hit? If you can name, the more information you can put into the answer, the better. All right there, BiPster. You take care. And Miss Southern Bell's saying, okay. So if you can put in there the age, you'll get a bonus entry. What type of hit it was, will give you a bonus entry. And if you can give the location, I'll give you a bonus entry. So there's a possibility of three entries here if you can guess the most information here. Thought for a second maybe there was a hologram in here, but I guess not. So anybody want to gander on a guess here? Anybody want to gander on a guess? Just kind of curious. Okay. As soon as my computer says 1020, I will go ahead and reveal what the answer is to the trivia. What was Ken Griffey Jr.'s first professional hit? In a stadium. Yeah, what stadium? Miss Southern Belle got that part right. It was a home run. His first professional hit. Wasn't in New York. Wasn't in New York. And then if you can guess his age. If you can guess his age and what stadium, whoever guesses first. So far Miss Southern Belle's got one of the three parts. It was a home run, Miss Southern Belle. That was a pretty good guess. Because a lot of times a player's first hit isn't necessarily a home run, but everybody knows Ken Griffey Jr. for the most part. Okay. So it is 10:20. So as soon as in the chat I see 10:21, the 10:20 answers will have it. Socializing with Sonia's here. So we got Miss Southern Belle hanging out. Socializing with Sonia's hanging out. BiPster was here, but BiPster went to the post office. We got 5 people watching. 5 thumbs up. Alright. We've got a couple more packs to go here. Alright. So my computer does say 10:21 now. So Miss Southern Belle, I'm going to give you that entry for guessing Ken Griffey Jr.'s first professional baseball hit was a home run. So you got another one. We now have 439 entries into the Wheel of Names for the month of April. Okay, so he was 17 years old. He hit a home run for Bellingham versus Everett on June 17th, 1987. So there's our Ken Griffey Jr. sighting there, 7th inning stretch. Then next we've got a Paul Abbott sighting, batting practice, Pacific Northwest Heights. And then how many games has Ken Griffey Jr. played above Class A in the major leagues? But there we go, a Ken Griffey Jr. sighting, 7th inning stretch. Then we got a Paul Abbott sighting. I got Jim Abbott batting practice. Then next we've got here is Eye on the Ball. Batting Odor, Jim Abbott, Ken Griffey Sr., Ken Griffey Jr. comic strip header. Eye on the Ball. Big game breakdown. Base in the Hole, Yosemite Sam, and a Ken Griffey Jr. and Paul Abbott sighting here on this one. But can it handle my fastball? Got Paul Abbott there and Ken Griffey Jr. in the outfield. That's our first dual regular card. Of course, all 3 players appear on the header cards. Wow, 17. Oh, 25 years. Nope, he was a lot younger. Yep. That's why they figured he was going to be a good player when his first professional hit was a home run. Okay, we've got a few more packs to go for today's stream. And unfortunately, I am going to end early today because me and my wife are going out to have lunch with our pastor and his wife. Going to spend an afternoon in a quaint little old small town. Go through some don't turn mailboxes into baseballs. Don't get busted selling at 17. John Fishman. How many, no. There we go, a Ken Griffey Sr. sighting. Base in the Hole. Just separating them today to see how many more just non-player cards there are. Okay, this is a Paul Abbott sighting on the back here. And a Ken Griffey Jr. sighting triple photog there. The regular one, a larger one, and a tinier one. And all their uncles, nephews, and cousins. Pacific Northwest Heights. That's cute. Then next we've got here batting practice. Oh wait, this goes over on this side, Blomdahl. Batting practice. Then we've got a, oh my word, I've never seen this card before. The 7th inning stretch. Here's a little non-baseball sports trivia, but Looney Tunes trivia. Okay, Looney Tunes trivia, based on this card that's right here. He is the artist for the Looney Tunes. And let's do this trivia here and see if anybody can guess this one. The BiPster's in lurking mode as he's on the way to the post office. Okay, BiPster. It says the question is, Chuck Jones's 1953 cartoon, Duck Amuck, finds Daffy Duck on the drawing board, having to contend with the vagaries of the animation process along with the whim of the artist, and has become a renowned classic. But few people talk about its follow-up, which was the identical situation in which the identical situation befalls Bugs Bunny. What is the name of this 1955 Looney Tune? Okay, what is the name of... Mel Blanc was a cartoonist part of in with the Looney Tunes too, but Chuck Jones is also one of the cartoonists in Looney Tunes. Friz Frayling. Not quite. What's the name of the cartoon short? And let me read the question again. Chuck Jones's 1953 cartoon Duck Amuck finds Daffy Duck on the drawing board, having to contend with the vagaries of the animation process along with the whim of the artist, and has become a renowned classic. But few people talk about its follow-up, in which the identical situation befalls Bugs Bunny. What is the name of the 1955 Looney Tune? Donald Duck. No. Walt Disney. Some of my favorite places to eat are the non-chain restaurants. We call them hole-in-the-wall. Not sure if that is a local term. Yeah, I think that's where we're going to eat. Is kind of like a place that you'd call them a hole in the wall. Yeah, kind of like a mom and pop type little restaurant, which is really, really fun to do sometimes, and it actually helps support the mom and pop shops also. This is a life. No, not this is a life. We'll wait until 10:28. 10:28, in case you're still poking around the internet trying to find the answer. Okay. It does say 10:28. So you have the 10:28 timestamp to get in on when I see my computer. Sonia, I don't know hole in the wall, only hole in the head. John. Yes, mom and pop shops. Exactly. There you go. Mom and pop shop type restaurants. Locals. Me and my wife goes sometimes to breakfast to downtown Arlington. Our city here is a very small city, and we go to the Stilly Diner, not Steamboat Willie. It's kind of like a sequel similar to Duck Amuck. Duck Amuck. Merry Melodies. Nope, not Merry Melodies. All right, I do have the 10:29 stamp, so the answer is Rabbit Rampage. Rabbit Rampage. Okay, so nobody got that one right, but that was an interesting question, I thought. I'm going to put that over here as an oddball type card with the artist on there. I didn't know they did that. Nice to know, that's for sure. To Teach His Own with Paul Abbott. Then a Ken Griffey Jr. sighting, Batting Practice with Daffy Duck. Then we've got a Paul Abbott again with the... Oh, I know somebody mentioned it last time. What are the vultures' names? I think the vultures have a rabbit amok. A little bit late there, BiPster. All right, another Ken Griffey Jr. sighting here with a 7th inning stretch and Wile E. Coyote's trying to trip up Ken Griffey Jr. All right, this is kind of a trick question here. This is kind of a trick question, but we'll see how close somebody can get to the answer. Donald, I am going to Jim Thorpe Memorial on Thursday. Always drive by it, but haven't stopped. Vultures is my favorite job. Okay, the next trivia question for a bonus entry into the April drawing is Jim Abbott married or single? Is Jim Abbott married or single? And this is kind of like a time error type question. Y'all know Bugs Bunny is an official United States Marine? I did not know that, John. Vultures is my favorite John Mayer song. So is Jim Abbott married or single? If you can give the full specifics on this, I would be willing to give you bonus entries. But a simple question would be, let's see, in 1993 he was single. Pretty close. Does anyone edit their videos from their phone? My laptop went out on me. Oh my word. Quite frankly, yeah, I don't do much editing unless something happens, like when I was using StreamYard one time. I would bring people on and have guests. And there was one instance where somebody was doing something, I had to do it. Did have to do an edit and blur some stuff out. It wasn't nothing, it was totally by accident, but it was interesting. Married in 1991. Yes, I will give that to you. He was married in 1991. He was married during the off season of 1991. So, John, you do get an entry into the April giveaway. You do get an entry into the April giveaway. Let me get you in here, John. You got that question correct. Okay. Save that. We now have 440 entries. That kind of rounded things off there. It did round things off there. Oh my word. So next is Eye on the Ball. Then we've got Every Duck Has His Day. Jim Abbott, Ken Griffey Jr., Ken Griffey Sr. A senior sighting on the back of this card. Base in the Hole with Ken Griffey Sr. and Big Game Breakdown. Okay. So other than that, give me a second here. I pushed the wrong button on my wheel and just waiting for it to finish the process now. There are so many names on here, it just looks like a big blur. Okay, there we go. As soon as this finishes, there we go. Okay, I saved it. Okay, now we're back in business here. Never Googles during trivia games online. I either know or I give a swag answer. There you go, Jay. That's neat. I like that answer. All right, so let's continue on here into the next pack of Comicball 3. Okay, we've got a big game breakdown. Looks like with Marvin the Martian in here. Next we've got, and I am surprised, still no holograms. Based in the Hole with Yosemite Sam. Every Duck Has His Day with Daffy Duck. Porky Pig. There we go. We haven't seen a Porky Pig in a while with Paul Abbott there. All right. Then next we've got another Paul Abbott sighting with To Each His Own. A Ken Griffey Jr. sighting with 7th Inning Stretch. Another Ken Griffey Jr. sighting with Daffy Duck batting practice. What was he using Daffy Duck as his bat? Oops, wait a minute. Wrong stack. Wrong stack. Paul Abbott To Teach His Own. Oh, now we got back-to-back comic header cards. Mechanical Mayhem with Abbott, Griffey Sr. and Griffey Jr. And then batting practice with Abbott and Ken Griffey Sr., Ken Griffey Jr. We got, Pacific Northwest Heights. Ken Griffey Jr.'s sighting with the shadow version of him. And Yosemite Sam saying, holy guacamole, it's Ken Griffey and Ken Griffey Jr. No, he's seeing double. See, he got stars on the top of his head. I put him in the wrong stack again. Hopefully I didn't do that there. It doesn't matter. I think the stars on the cards is less than the Comicball characters. Base in the Hole. These are, Jim Abbott. I'm sorry, did I say Paul Abbott? That's Jim Abbott. I don't know why I said Paul. I got Paul and Jim on my mind, I guess. Yes, these are Jim Abbott. Jim Abbott, Ken Griffey Sr., and Ken Griffey Jr. All right, every duck has his day. Every duck has his day. Jim Abbott, Ken Griffey Sr., and Ken Griffey Jr. Then we got a Ken Griffey Sr. Base in the Hole. Then we've got a Every Duck Has His Day. Every Duck Has His Day. And To Teach His Own with Jim Abbott. Say it right, Blomdahl. Base in the Hole with Bugs and Yosemite Sam. There we go. Jim Abbott, Ken Griffey Sr., Ken Griffey Jr. To Teach His Own. Today, spring training, Angels versus the Cubs. All right, next we have this is the part of the Paul Abbott puzzle there. There's one of Jim Abbott's boys. I heard. Wow, I got Paul stuck in my head. There's a Ken Griffey Jr. sighting with Batting Odor. Another Ken Griffey Jr. with Pacific Northwest Heights. And Base in the Hole with Ken Griffey Sr. There goes third. That makes it a triple. All right, got a couple more, I think. Two more packs to go in the front half of the box here. Yep, 2 more packs to go. There, I'll put them there so you can see there's 2 more packs in the box. So, looks like I might finish early enough to make the early time slot they were requesting. I told them it just depends on when I finish my YouTube, since it was a last minute change to my schedule. Alright, so let's, Every Duck Has His Day. Then we got a Yosemite Sam base in the hole. Ken Griffey Jr. sighting. All right, here's a Ken Griffey Jr. Trivia. So be prepared for this one. All right, at John's BiPster's still lurking in the background. Still no hologram card. I can't. I'm beginning to wonder if there's any holograms in this box or not. Maybe they're all in the back half of the box. Okay, here comes our trivia question here. What Hall of Fame baseball player was born on Ken Griffey Jr.'s birthday in the same town of Donora, Pennsylvania? What Hall of Fame baseball player was born on Ken Griffey Jr.'s birthday in the same town of Donora, Pennsylvania? Interesting trivia question. I'll leave those cards down there for a second. Let me get a sip of water. First one to guess it will get the free bonus entry into the April drawing. Any guesses by chance? What Hall of Fame baseball player was born on Ken Griffey Jr.'s birthday in the same town of Donora, Pennsylvania? Good guess, but it wasn't Joe Morgan. Good guess. But it was not Joe Morgan. Maybe Joe Morgan was born in Donora, Pennsylvania, but not on the same day as Ken Griffey Jr. Boom! The BiPster got that one. It was Stan Musial. Stan Musial was born on November 21st, 1920. And Ken Griffey Jr.'s birthday is November 21st also. So BiPster, you got yourself a bonus entry. Okay, get down here and add the BiPster entry in here. Okay, go ahead, save the file here. We now have 441 entries into, I did not have to Google, I knew that one. Okay, that's cool. John Fishman guessed Mel Ott. Mel Ott. Okay, go ahead and refresh the chat and we'll get back. Yep, Stan Musial, November 21st, 1920. For a seventh inning stretch. I like that one. Ken Griffey Jr.'s giving Sylvester a pie in the eye, or a pie in the face. Every duck has his day. Paul Abbott with Daffy Duck in the dugout. And of course, to teach his own. Base in the hole with Ken Griffey Sr. Next we have a double on this one. No, this is both Ken. Well, no, yeah, Ken Griffey Jr. and Ken Griffey Sr. Pacific Northwest. What's this one say? Okay, we've got a few minutes here. Got 2 packs to go. Let's go for another trivia question here. Are we ready? For 6 people watching, 6 thumbs up. The question is a 1961 episode of The Bugs Bunny Show entitled Prison to Prison and a 1962 theatrical cartoon called The Last Hungry Cat are both hosted by a parody of which British-born director of such American classic feature films as Vertigo, Psycho, and North by Northwest, who was being parodied in his other role as host of a television series which bore his name. So whoever shows up first in the chat with the correct answer will get it. The question again is a 1961 episode of The Bugs Bunny Show entitled Prison to Prison, and a 1962 theatrical cartoon called The Last Hungry Cat are both hosted by a parody of which British-born... I don't even have to finish it. Jay got it. I don't know what... There we go. Hitchcock. You even spelt it right. Hitchcock. There we go. Probably because the Hitchcock. There we go. Alfred Hitchcock. Who got it first, though? I show Jay Thompson got it. And yes, the answer was Alfred Hitchcock. Okay? So there you go, Jay. Good going. You got a bonus entry for the April giveaway. I show... Yeah, that's fine. I caught it and I opened it up, and yeah, Jay Thompson was first there, BiPster. He kind of beat you out there. Just so you do know. Okay, so I've got you in there, Jay. You are good to go. Do a refresh on the chat really quick here. We do have 442 entries now. So that was pretty cool there. Ken Griffey Jr. and Sr. on that card. A Jim Abbott sighting for Mechanical Mayhem. Then we have Mechanical Mayhem with Sylvester again. Batting Odor. And Pacific Northwest Heights. And Base in the Hole. Okay, 2 more packs to go. We'll do one. I didn't say anything. Oh, I know there, BiPster. That's fine. No. Well, it's not really. It's not a. It's just computer generated. When they see certain words come up on the chat, and you trust me. If a human reviewed it and they would see that they were doing a trivia question, and the answer was Alfred Hitchcock. Okay, that's the person's name. So how can you censor a person's name? Why are you not allowed to say Alfred Hitchcock? Okay, but yeah. I thought YouTube only censored conservative news. Yeah, they do that a lot too. Alright, so every duck has his day. And then we've got Base in the Hole. Okay, so here's a Ken Griffey Sr. Trivia question for this pack, and then we'll have one more trivia question on the next one. So it's this one you'll probably you can the first with the correct answer again will get the bonus entry. So the question is, how many seasons did Ken Griffey Sr. play in the American League? How many seasons did Ken Griffey Sr. play in the American League? For those that do know, he played both in the American League and National League. But how many did... Be careful saying whole. How many seasons did Ken Griffey Jr. play in the American League? When is the Fleer 1991 case break? I don't know. Somebody has to send me the case to break open first. If somebody sends me a case of 1991 Fleer, I will gladly open it on the channel. Okay. So I will tell you when the correct number is guessed. BiPster, of all things waxed pack, got it right at 7. 7 seasons. He spent parts of 7 seasons in the American League. So BiPster, you've got your bonus entry. No more entries, please. BiPster got the correct one. Up. Stop the show. You know what? I'll just go to my wheel of names and do it. People keep chatting. BiPster got the entry. He guessed the correct answer correctly. Okay, so let me go down here. Okay, there will be a chance for one more free bonus entry for today's stream. Okay, we do have 1050. You might be closer to. They wanted me originally at their house, try and be at their house by 11 o'clock. So I told them I'd probably be leaving my house about 11:30, but I think we might be able to leave a little bit earlier and have lunch on time. There we go. There we go. That's okay. We're good to go now. So let me do a refresh on the chat here. We have got one more pack to go after this for one more trivia question. So there we go. Base in the hole. Every duck has his day. Mechanical Mayhem with Jim Abbott. Oh, there we go. A Fairfield Tuesday duplicate. Base in the hole with Jim Abbott, Ken Griffey Sr., Ken Griffey Jr. Then we've got a Pacific Northwest Heights, a Mechanical Mayhem with Jim Abbott, a Batting Practice with Jim Abbott, a Batting Odor, a Pacific Northwest Heights, and Base in the Hole. So we've got one more pack here, and we'll be finishing up the stream for today. Appreciate everybody's understanding of me having to end a little bit earlier today, but we will try and make it up for tomorrow and have a good stream. I still don't know for sure. Maybe I'll find something when we go out shopping today in this little quaint little town close near us. There we go. Okay. So I gotta find me one more trivia question before we end the stream. Okay, not that one. We already did that one. 7th inning stretch with Ken Griffey Jr. Base in the hole. Base in the hole. Yosemite Sam. Base in the hole. The winning scheme with the Cubbies. All right. Mechanical Mayhem with Jim Abbott. Okay. Here's our final trivia question for the day. What's that? Make sure you get Cynthia some packs to open. I'm gonna get her to do that. Once she's retired, I'm gonna try and recruit her. We'll see if we can coax her in. I'll go into that a little bit later. But what team did Jim Abbott throw his first 2 shutouts against? What team did Jim Abbott throw his first 2 shutouts against? Okay, we'll see who gets the answer correctly in the chat. And they will get the final entry for today's stream, What team did Jim Abbott throw his first 2 shutouts against? Okay. What team did Jim Abbott throw his first 2 shutouts against? Any guesses? We got 6 people watching, 7 thumbs up. Okay. Yep, there's 36 packs in a box, so we just finished the first 18. Not the Yankees. Pretty close location-wise. Pretty close location-wise. The Indians, not the Indians. The Mariners? That would have been cute. Not the Mariners. Keep guessing. I mean, back in the day here, I think there was only 20-some teams, I think. 26 teams, was it, or something like that? Can't remember exactly. But it's not the Yankees, not the Indians, not the Mariners. To pick random guesses if you don't know. The Red Sox. Who did that? Jay Thompson. It was the Boston Red Sox. Good guess there on the 4th try. 2nd try for Jay Thompson. Let me get Jay's entry in here, and that is our final entry for today. We get Jay Thompson's entry in here. Right, save it. We now have 444 entries. That's a nice round number, 444. Okay. Back in the chat here. The Padres and the Cubs and the Mets. Sorry, it was the Red Sox. Jay Thompson got it. So let's continue on here. Mechanical Mayhem with Jim Abbott. The Winning Scheme. The Winning Scheme. Pretty impressive lineup there, Doc. Okay. Then we've got the 7th Inning Stretch with Jim Abbott and the Taz. Then we've got Mechanical Mayhem. Then we've got King Griffey Jr. sighting, batting practice. There we go. That's a pretty cool shot there with Porky Pig and Daffy Duck and Jim Abbott. Look at that hairdo on Jim Abbott there. You got the long hair going on. Long bushy head. 7th Inning Stretch. Pretty cool looking card. First time I saw that one, I think. Pacific Northwest Heights. And our last one for today, Base in the Hole. Base in the Hole. So pretty cool there. We won't go through and highlight all the player cards we got there. But nice little stack there for the Looney Tune character cards. And a nice little stack of the players with the character cards. So it is a pretty good mix. Pretty good mix. I was surprised the first 18 packs did not have any holograms in them there. That was pretty interesting. BiPster says, I need a editing lesson, Sonia. Yep. I know a lot of people like to edit their videos. I do a lot of live streams, so I don't really do much editing. Some people YouTube's just so time consuming as it is. Just creating, you think, oh, okay, all he does is goes live for about an hour, hour and a half. See, we've been live for an hour and a half now. It is 11 o'clock. BiPster's eating a tuna sub, spinach and onion sauce with pepper jack cheese. I like pepper jack cheese there. BiPster, I do like pepper jack cheese for sure. So other than that, we will do the second half of this box next week in the quest to try to complete the 198 card set. So let's see, if there's 12 cards per pack, times 36. Well, there you go. You get 432 cards in a box to try and complete a 198 card set. Not too bad for odds, as long as the collation is halfway decent. So other than that, I'm going to go ahead and wrap things up today. We could probably make it over to our pastor's place in a little bit earlier fashion than I originally thought. Do appreciate everybody that did pop in here a little bit earlier. Appreciate the support in the channel. And we will get into the BiPster box tomorrow. You'll have more chances to get entries in because we're going to do probably five BiPster babies tomorrow to make up for the lack of doing the BiPsters today. Okay, we'll do 5, maybe a bonus. Maybe we'll do 6. Maybe we'll do 6. We'll see. But we'll do at least 5 for sure. So other than that, I do appreciate everything that took place today. Appreciate your understanding for me just doing a little bit shorter stream today. But we will have fun tomorrow with our Wednesday. It's just I'm still trying to decide what I would like to do for tomorrow. Tomorrow. Between now and then, by tonight, I will come up with what we're going to do tomorrow. But until then, this has been Donald Blomdahl, Hall of Fame veteran sports cards and collectibles, with our Looney Tune Tuesday first half of the box. So other than that, hopefully you all enjoyed the stream today as much as I enjoyed being able to share it with you. And until tomorrow, same bat time, same bat channel. Tomorrow will be 10 a.m., my normally scheduled time. Okay? We will see you then. So take care, Lord bless you, and have a wonderful, wonderful day. All right? Maybe even I'll give you some highlights of what me and the wife do today when we go out on our luncheon and shopping expedition. Maybe I'll find some baseball cards in a thrift shop or an antique shop along the way as we go through our day. Okay? So take care, Lord bless you, and have a wonderful and blessed day. We'll see you possibly around the channels tonight, but tomorrow morning for sure at 10 a.m. Take care, Lord bless you, and as BiPster always says, be blessed.